I never imagined I'd pin someone's world over a pond, but life has a way of throwing curveballs. I'm Edward, 58 now, a retired fraud detective who busted a massive corporate scam and cashed in on the whistleblower payout. That let me settle into the quiet estate I inherited from my folks in a cozy suburban enclave in Northern California. All I craved was serenity, sipping coffee at dawn by my private pond, watching the mist rise off the water that's been in our family since the 50s. But one crisp Tuesday in early spring 2024, fate decided otherwise, courtesy of Victoria, our HOA president, a control freak who treated her role like a crown. I stepped out in my robe, mug in hand, expecting peace. Instead, I nearly spit my coffee. There, staked by my pond, was a gaudy sign: Ethan's Private Pond Suite 17th. And Victoria herself, in her power suit and polished heels, fiddling with a tripod for what looked like a live stream. She glanced at me like I was an annoying bug. "Edward, darling, I'm gifting this pond to my son Ethan for his birthday. It's practically community land, hugging our shared green space. Time to share the wealth. It's what good neighbors do." Before I could protest, she went live on the neighborhood app, gushing about fostering youth memories and community heart. Neighbors swarmed like bees to honey, and Ethan plus his buddies dove in, whooping and splashing as if it were a public splash pad. Ethan even yelled, "Mom, this is epic. You promised the whole pond if I aced my exams." Boom, her generous act was a bribe she'd plotted for months. The backlash hit hard. Folks glared at me like I was the villain hoarding joy from kids. I tried logic. "Victoria, deeds prove this is private property." She smirked. "Lines blur for kids' sake. Call the cops on a party?" Pathetic. She didn't know my pond had top-notch cameras rolling since dawn. Next day, sirens wailed. Victoria had summoned police, spinning tales of me terrorizing children. Officer Ramirez bought her sobs at first, neighbors filming my guilt. But I stayed cool, showing surveys, taxes, and footage. Victoria sneaking the sign, coaching Ethan to lie about always swimming here. The crowd hushed as her scheme unraveled. Officer Ramirez frowned. "Ma'am, this is trespassing. Remove the sign and apologize." Humiliated, she yanked it up, but hissed, "This isn't over. My HOA clout will crush you." The emergency HOA meeting was her Tropa courtroom setup in the clubhouse, me isolated, her stacking evidence of my harassment. She painted me as a bitter loner hating families, proposing a $2,500 fine and ban from amenities. Neighbors I'd helped like Mrs. Elena Gomez, whose fence I fixed, nodded along, swayed by her whispers. "Edward's too standoffish. Kids deserve fun." It stung, the isolation raw, debates raging on ethics of sharing versus theft. But I flipped the script. "Before fines, let's see last year's books. Transparency, right?" Victoria balked, but Mr. Thompson piped up. "We've paid $350 monthly for years. Where's it going?" Murmurs grew. Then my bomb. While she vacationed in Hawaii, I'd run unopposed for the dormant financial overseer role per bylaws. As overseer, I froze all spending pending audit. And oh, the findings $50,000 funneled to Elite Grounds Care, owned by her husband Robert, for ghost jobs like maintaining a non-existent playground or storm cleanup in clear weather. Cross-referenced with her Instagram flaunts, luxury getaways timed to payouts. The room boiled. Debates erupted on corruption, trust, if deserved perks justified stealing. Victoria's counterattack was vicious. Legal flyers questioning my stolen election, social blasts calling me a financial terrorist with mental issues, even doxing hints. Whispers split the hood. Some backed her for the kids, others demanded justice. I leaked tidbits via gossip. Prosecutors I felony embezzlement over $25,000. Her posts turned paranoid. "He's stalking us." Contradictions piled up, eroding her allies. High noon came at 11:45 p.m. Victoria, unkempt and wild-eyed, stormed my door. "You've ruined us," she shrieked, barging in. Then the flood. Yes, I took the cash. She earned it. Running this HOA's Ethan's Academy fees, our Aspen trips, designer bags. It's my bonus for boosting values. Others do it too. My phone captured every damning word, her justifications sealing her fate. The finale HOA showdown packed the hall, outsiders buzzing for drama. I unveiled invoices, ties to Robert, then played her confession admitting theft as compensation, detailing luxuries bought with our dues. Gasps turned to fury. Our money for her spa days? Applause thundered as truth hit. Vote. Her ouster, unanimous. I stepped up as president. She repaid $50,000 plus interest or face jail, banned from everything till settled. They sold cheap, vanished Ethan, poor kid, left a note. Thanks for teaching consequences. Sorry for the mess. Months on, Pondside peace returned, but an email from a Florida HOA begged my fraud-busting help. Real power's in truth, not titles. But was I too harsh on a mom just providing? Did exposing her destroy a family unfairly, or was justice blind? What if she'd confessed privately, forgive, or prosecute? Drop your hot takes below, like if truth wins, subscribe for more real-life twists. What would you do in my shoes?